Thank you for joining us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Lisa Hernandez. Joel Eisenbaum is off. There could be some relief coming soon to long security lines at the nation's airports as President Trump signs an executive action today that could see TSA officers getting paid by Monday. But thousands of other workers will not after the House of Representatives rejected a Senate bill to reopen most of that department. Now, the Department of Homeland Security says Bush Airport took the top spot for the most call-outs yesterday at more than 44% of staff calling out. Hobby fell to fourth place with around 33%. Across the board, airports around the U.S. reporting more than 11% of TSA employees calling out. That's roughly 3,400 workers. KPRC-2's Gage Goulding spoke with travelers, and it has their reaction this afternoon. Hey, Gage.
You know, it's kind of the same thing that we heard this morning. Folks were surprised when they came here, or not surprised, depending on which way they looked at it, that they were still standing in a line. Because remember, they woke up to the announcement that the Senate had a deal, that they were sending a bill to the House to pay the TSA workers. And boy, did that fall through over the course of the day. But what just transpired in the last couple hours here is that President Donald Trump has signed an executive memorandum ordering that the Department of Homeland Security Secretary pay the TSA agents. Now, a DHS spokesperson tells me that these paychecks, including what they have earned since February 14th, could start rolling out as early as Monday. In this money, everybody's wondering if there has no funds been paid or created. Where's this money coming from? Well, according to the memorandum, that the DHS will have to look for funds that have a reasonable and logical nexus or connection to TSA operations. That's directly from the memorandum that I just read there. So they're looking for funds that have a similar use, right? Once funding is restored, they'll have to repay that, according to that memorandum signed by President Trump. And again, Congress still needs to pass a long-term bill to cover the DHS spending. About 50,000 TSA workers, as we are right now, just missed a paycheck today, but could see that money as early as Monday. If you ask any traveler here, they say, pay them all and pay them now.
That's excellent. Good. Good.
That just happened while you were in line. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they should be paid. They're working, so.
Should have been sorted out way sooner, so yeah, I'm just glad there's a good outcome, but this all could have been avoided sooner.
Those are words coming from people that have spent the last several hours of their day standing here waiting to go through TSA screening here at Bush Airport. So how did we get to the point where the president had to sign this executive memorandum? Remember, about 24 hours ago, yesterday, he announced on his social media platform, Truth Social, that he was going to sign an executive order, an executive memo paying the TSA workers. That kind of pushed the Democrats into kind of agreeing. This is at the Senate level, and they came to terms around 2 in the morning, sending that bill to the House. But that's where the problem lied, is House Speaker Mike Johnson actually saying that this was a joke. He laughed at the decision that they made overnight. Remember, Senate already went on their Easter recess. The House will be going on Easter recess probably at any point now. So the two bodies are going to be gone for 2 weeks, and they said, we're not going to do this. So the president really at that point having no further choice, because even as we are right now with that executive memorandum being signed, we still expect to see very long TSA lines, because at this point, 3 times in 6 months have TSA workers not been paid. This is the third different shutdown impacting them. So many TSA workers might not even show back up to work until they finally see those paychecks hitting their bank accounts. We're live at Bush Airport. Gage Goulding, KPRC-2 News.
Travelers and federal employees fed up with all of it. Gage, we're hoping those paydays come on Monday. I know you'll keep us posted. Thank you. And as the partial government